Welcome back to the channel. We are here on January 14th, and this is the breakdown for the 8-game slate that we have on Draftkings for January 15th. And we have a ton of news. They are finally loaded up. The first case that we have here, you already know the deal. We're keeping it 7K and below. We want you to pay up for these stars, Luka, LeBron, etc., etc. The first team we're going to look at is this COVID team of the Boston Celtics. And with Jason Tatum out, Jaylen Brown is questionable. Daniel Tice is questionable. And they already have Robert Williams out, and Sime Ojeleye is questionable. So there's a ton of, value here already. Marcus Smart is 7,600. We're going to stay low to him. He's not really much of a scorer. He's definitely a peripherals type of guy. A little bit, if he's hot from the three, then you can really cash in on him. If Daniel Tice is out and Robert Williams is already out, then we can look at these cheaper bigs that they have, and they're going to need it for the Boston Celtics. Grant Williams is someone to look at 3,500 from the University of Tennessee. He was a decent jump shooter. He was a good jump shooter, mid-range jump shooter in college. It hasn't translated very well in the NBA. He's kind of undersized. He's like a middleman now. He looks like a small forward, but he's playing power forward center. He's someone to look at because he's going to get the minutes. He'll get rebounds. The question is he going to knock down shots? And I do not trust him that much. Someone that's really, really intriguing is Taco Fall, who's basically the black version of Boban Marjanovic. At 3,300, you're getting the center that is a point per minute. The question is he going to not get in foul trouble? Okay, because he has the ability to get a ton of rebounds and a ton of blocks because his pure size is absolutely ridiculous. You don't even care about points because he can just give you all the DK points and rebounds and blocks. Okay, so that's someone to look at. We're going to put him in the player pool, especially if those two bigs are out. They're going to need him. But the main guy I wanted to focus on is going to be the point guard out of Oregon, Peyton Pritchard. He's taken over Carson Edwards' minutes totally, that was the Celtics last year's point guard who they drafted early in the NBA draft. But Peyton Pritchard, they went right back to the well because Edwards wasn't showing up. Peyton Pritchard is a better prospect. He is showing great vision with his assists, and he is knocking down three-point shots when he's getting the opportunity to, playing for the Celtics team. Now, with Tatum out and all these other guys out, Payne Pritchard, it does get a boost in minutes. So you see these 23, 20. I'm looking at that 28 to 32 minute range between those two. But I think Payne Pritchard at 4,700 is a nice get for a point guard and in a close game because both of these teams are really, really hampered. Orlando, no Markelle Fultz, no Evan Fournier. So a close game. It's going to be ugly. I think it'll be a ton of value for these cheap guys on both sides of the ball. Next, I'm going to look at the shooting guard position, and you're going to look at Cleveland, and they have a ton of injuries. Kevin Porter, Windler, Sexton, Garland is all out. I'm looking at 5,200 Damon Dotson. He's been getting a ton of minutes since those two guards have been out. And he has been producing against Milwaukee, 40 DK, Memphis, 31 DK. Obviously, it was a blowout against Utah. That's why he only got 17. But if he played full minutes, he would have got you there. We're going with Damon Dotson. I also like Shetty Osman as well. And that's going to be the next guy that we're going to talk about, Shetty Osman. We're going to take full advantage of these New York Knickerbockers who are not a good team. And they're going to be favored in this. And you should never, ever trust a favorited Knicks team. Okay, always look. If you want to choose the Knicks, always look for them as underdogs. If they're favorites, just stay away. Don't be tempted because you think they should be the team because they tend not to be the team. So, Shetty Osman, he's going to be the focal point of this offense. Him and Damon Dotson. Drummond is not a shooter. He cleans up the boards and puts, putbacks. But Shetty Osman is a creator for this Cavaliers team while Sexton and Garland is out. And you see he's been getting consistent minutes. He has upside here. He's got 43 DK against Orlando, 35 against Memphis, 32 against Utah in a tough matchup. So, throughout the game log, you see potential in that 6,200. I want to take a chance on that. All right. Next position, we're going to go to the power forward section. And this one's going to be kind of ugly. All right. I'm trying to take advantage of, injuries and situations where there's a lot of people out. And that's going to be the Dallas Mavericks. And on the Dallas Mavericks, there's no Dorian Finney-Smith. There might not be any Maxi Kleber. So who else do we have? There's no Jalen Brunson. There's no Josh Richardson. They're missing a ton of guys. They need help. They need bigs. James Johnson is someone I want to look at 4,600. He's going to be probably dealing with this is the next best defender. He's going to be dealing with Giannis Antetokounmpo. With the minutes he has provided, he stuffs the stat sheet in each and every single way. He's not much of a scorer, but he'll get your steals, he'll get your blocks, he'll get your rebounds, he'll get your assists. At 4,600, it's still viable. It's still viable, okay? I know it's ugly. It's James Johnson, but they have no other resources, okay? They're happy that KP is back, but he's still going to be on a minutes limit. They're missing a small forward, and shooting guard, and Richardson. Kleber's questionable. Dwight Powell's probably out. Jalen Brunson's out. They need bodies. So James Johnson. I said Jalen Johnson. He's going to be the power forward selection. And then the final center. Okay, I like Taco Fall as the value center, but I have a center in mind. And you might look at it, oh, this is a tough game, but I think Richaun Holmes going up against one of the, right now, shockingly, the Clippers are one of the worst rebounding teams in the league, and that's because Ibaka is the center. Everywhere else, there's holes, They're last in the league in rebounding right here, the LA Clippers at 40.7. And I think Richaun Holmes can take full advantage at 6,800. The Kings have been playing tough basketball each and every game. They're in every game. They had the lead against Portland up by 18. They lost that, but they're in every game. Indiana was a tough game. They won that. It was a blowout against Toronto. Toronto was due for a win. Tough game against Chicago, but the peripherals are there. The explosiveness for Richaun Holmes is there. He has high field goal percentage, which is very good. He's going to get you rebounds. They use him in the assist role as well. And then blocks is just icing on the cake. So I think Richaun Holmes at 1,600 is a smash spot at center. And we're filling out this lineup pretty well. And you still have two spots open at 9,600 remaining salary. That is absolutely ridiculous. So you can pay up on other spots and still get you your Luka Doncic, your Giannis, and your LeBron James to fill out your lineups, okay? Let me know what you think about this core, okay? This core is a little bit uglier than usual. It's just because we want to take advantage of the value. Minutes equal money, okay? So you see some of these lineups that's winning first place. You see, like, how is he in the lineup? Because the situation. Sometimes people get lucky. Sometimes it's, people being out. It's a trickle-down effect, and it gives minutes to other players that can excel. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. I'll be back tomorrow with another video, and peace out.